Hello and welcome to DevTalk. My name is Nick Moores, your host, head of developer relations. Today, I welcome back friend of the pod, friend of the Nick, all-around good guy, Mr. Joe Lee, principal product manager, now helping build out Workday's agentic future. Joe, how you doing?
Nick, I'm doing great, man. Thanks for having me. This is gonna be fun. I'm excited.
It's gonna be adorable. Whenever I do the intro for like, hey, welcome to DevTalk, did you ever see Good Burger back in the day?
Oh my goodness, yeah. My son
Keenan and
watched that.
Kel.
He thinks it's hilarious. Yes.
It is
Oh yeah.
because it is hilarious. I am always very tempted to be like, "Welcome to Dev Talk, home of the Dev Talk," and then I'm like, "Nope, nope."
I don't know if that aged too well, that movie, but
Yeah,
the kids like it, so
that's good. That's good. That's a good indicator. But no, I'm
yeah.
doing all right.
Yeah.
I'm doing all right. I have my caffeinated beverages and some protein going, which is all a growing boy needs. But it's good to see
Nick,
you.
I've seen you. Yeah, great to see you. I've seen you with a lot of caffeine. One of the first times you and I worked together with the what was that? The Graph API, I think. Early days of Graph API and the training we did internally. And you were pretty
Funny
hopped
story.
up on
That's a
some
good
caffeine
story.
there. That was a
We
good
should
story.
quick lore dump. So once upon a time, I was at a hotel that shall remain nameless by Workday headquarters, and had a delightful experience where all sorts of critters had made it into my room, and I was like, "Why am I so itchy?" And it was like Jumanji. It was crazy. There was like bugs everywhere, and it was just summer air conditioning. Bugs were like, "Hell yeah, I'm in the building now. What are you gonna do about it?" And I was trying to call Joe because I was like, "Hey, buddy, we need to bunk up. These front desk was out of rooms
Yep.
because everyone was in town for this event. So I got like no sleep the night before this big training we were doing at this internal hackathon. This was in the glory days. Bledsoe is like full, I almost said full metal jacket, full sparkly jacket.
Full
Like
jacket.
WCP is hot. 2019 too. So we
Oh,
had to
was
do
it
this
that long
training.
ago? Don't do that to me. Oh my goodness.
It was like one of my favorite days ever though. That was the hackathon where Golden State was playing in the playoffs. Like
Oh, that's
during
right.
the hackathon, that was the day that we could figure it out using the internet. But that was the day that
Yeah.
Klay Thompson landed funny and hurt his knee. It was crazy. Like total Splash Bros, sparkly jacket era. It was a vibe. But yes, to Joe's
Yeah.
point, got to do this training, was really tired. And I was like, okay, I must address this. So had a large cold brew thing. And then this is pre Star Wars, whatever that episode is too. I was just like, more. And they put like
More.
espresso in it
Yeah, Last Jedi.
too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, thank you.
Meanwhile, I was sawing logs. I was out like a light. I had no
Yeah,
bugs in my room.
yeah. Must be
Uh,
nice.
I don't know if I was on sleep mode because I didn't get any of those phone calls. So I was well rested. I
Yeah,
go into the room
yep.
and Nick walks in, eyes like this,
Woo.
holding this giant cold brew, like, let's go. Time to talk
Let's
about
go.
graph. And I go,
We
oh
literally,
boy, we are
literally
in
put
for it
on,
today.
literally put on
You are in for a
ACDC.
show, kids. Yeah.
Yeah, I was having to run laps around the giant planter at that big fancy Workday building
Oh, we
to
did put on ACDC. You put
not
on
be asleep.
ACDC.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, help my brain. It's the song that I
that
love.
was great.
Thunderstruck. It was great.
Thunderstruck.
That was kind
Yep.
of where the hackathon playlist vibes, like that was its inception.
Yeah,
That was
that's when
great.
we knew. That's when we knew every hackathon we needed some very good some good
Yeah,
tunes,
that was the
curated good tunes.
yes, because we had one. Was that the same one where people joined, and by 2 a.m. like it was on like chill yoga vibes, and it was
Yeah, yes.
dangerous.
We got multiple tickets on our ticketing system that
Yeah,
the and this
support
was in the wee
requests.
hours.
Yes.
Support request to change the music or turn it off. And there was a locked
What?
iPad connected to the sound system, and the
Huh.
owner of it left.
Not
He
even
was
the
gone.
government can get into an Apple device, so this is a big
No
deal.
way, no way.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there like, well, I have a decision to make here. Either we just cut the music or we try to put on something else. I think we literally just cut it and everybody hacked in silence with just their thoughts and their code. I think
Woo.
that's where that landed. But
Never again.
it was marginally better than the music that was playing at that
Which is
hackathon.
is saying something. But yes,
Yeah.
we have only known each other as I've been in my caffeine era. But I had a good reason that time. The training went okay. I got good feedback from people that now are like amazing leaders at Workday. It's just wild to think. What a journey. What a journey.
Yeah,
So
fun times.
glad you're here. Happy to have this caffeine. This is great. But Joe, last we saw you, we were at DevCon sitting on couches. You
That's
were
right.
a product manager for Orchestrate, kind of. In
Yep.
Extend, kind of. Like
Yep.
OG, like, hey man, this is platform, baby. Like, I wear
Yeah.
all the hats. There is no hat. There is no
Yeah.
spoon. Tell us about your journey since then.
Yeah, so the last time I talked to you around the full platform, we Nick, you and I were in the room early days
Mm,
with Basilio and PNK talking about essentially what became Workday Build,
yep.
right? We had all these technologies that we know the field was using, we know customers are using, but there was no good way to kind of position it and
Mm,
say, look, you can do all this under one platform. Like they were kind of separate products. So,
yeah.
my journey, I guess, was like you said, it was concentrated areas, but it was overarching. It was the Workday build story essentially. It
Yep.
was what Workday build was. It was extend. It was using our data model. It was using integrations. It was using Prism. So my
Mhm.
expertise kind of I floated between those. Not so much the Prism side. That's other Jolie. More funny stories.
Not to be.
That's another Jolie.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was more focused on the extend and integration side.
Yeah.
Because back in my career, I started off as an integration consultant back in the day. Went to field readiness with you. We had a great time,
Yeah.
learned a lot. But yeah, I mean that's really what it was. Is I was concentrating on helping bring Orchestrate to market, talk about how to use it, talk about the value props. But my expertise lied on the extend side as well. So
Mm,
it was really it was great work there because it allowed me to kind of go between products and use all of that expertise together to kind of bring a story together. So net is that's
yeah.
where it kind of became Workday Build. So we kind of helped those groups craft that build narrative, which is what it is today.
Yeah.
But since then, to answer your question, since then I have been on a wild ride. This has
Yes.
been absolutely amazing. Um, Joined the AI platform team
Yes.
and it's been absolutely amazing. We were able to bring an idea that was brought to a summit in February, which is Agent System of Record. First
Hmm.
announced in February. At DevCon, we talked about it a little bit more.
Yeah.
Dean Arnold, VP, absolutely amazing, smart man. He was able to
Good
kind of
guitar player
craft this
as well.
idea. Oh, he can jam. Yeah, he does. He's got the pedals and all the cool stuff.
Lead guitar. Yeah. You
Yeah.
should find
Oh,
out talk to him
nice.
about it, people.
I should. Yeah. Yeah. He's a car guy too. He's got a lot of hobbies and a coffee guy. He's got a lot of hobbies. Anyway, yeah. Dean was able to kind of craft this idea of what the concept of agent system record, bringing that into Workday, bringing not only how it works, how it functions, but kind of tying into our object model, how it's doing something the Workday way.
Mm,
And
mhm.
since then, we've been just pedal to the metal on getting this thing ready, making it scalable for not just Workday agents, but all agents across the enterprise. So
Yeah.
there's a great story behind it. But anyway, that's really been my concentration is working on this concept of agent system of record. And me as a developer, the reason I moved over to that group is because there is absolutely a developer component to it.
Mm,
Developer component to be able to build agents and easily interact with Workday. So that's really been a lot of what I've been working on is the agent system record piece, building agents externally, how that talks to Workday, um, using Workday tools. We just had Flowwise, which is going to be a huge topic this coming year. Being able to play with Flowwise, showing that on stage, the
yep.
early days of it, right at the acquisition, working with Henry Hang, working with Jerry Tink. So it's been absolutely amazing wild ride in the
Yeah.
agentic space.
It's been wild. We got to see each other at Barcelona. I got to meet Henry there. Peter flagged me down to introduce me to Jerry as well. I'm just like
Nice.
imagining a year ago, or even 9 months ago, or even 6 months ago. Like, it's just a sea change every single time. So it's been wild for us, and we're like, the ones inside the kitchen. But for our
Yeah.
developers, could you speak to like why these are big changes, why they're good changes?
Yeah, I'll start at the macro level, which to me is super exciting. So, I've been in the ecosystem for almost 13 years now.
Mm-hmm.
The APIs and interoperability, extensibility. We have a ton of APIs. We get a ton of traffic.
Yes.
We have over 3,800 now, maybe 3,800
Goodness.
APIs across REST and SOAP. Now, that's not even including data sources, right?
Yep.
So that the way that it's been done over the past number of years has been good. Like we do support interoperability. It's obviously enterprise secure,
Yep.
but the kind of direction we're going is to make that even more extensible. It's to make it even
Mm.
more approachable, and that coupled with the new agentic future essentially. And I know that sounds like marketing talk, but it's real. It's all real. We have it's the market is going absolutely nuts for AI. But again, there's two pieces, right? It's Workday's investment in all of this AI, which is absolutely the direction that all of these businesses are going.
Mm.
That coupled with our strong API strategy, and layered on top of that, being able to open it up even more. So being able to take what we've already built over these past 20, 25 plus years at Workday, our
Yeah.
Workday technology, that's paying off in spades to what our open extensibility looks like. So we're just going to have more and more and more interoperability. We're going to have more and more opportunities to be able to create agents, you to create agents out there. So
Yeah.
it's honestly really exciting the way that we're adopting more of an open architecture, and
Hmm.
we're really, this is by far and away the most, I would say, the strongest we've had for developers out there across the board. Agentic,
Yeah.
extend integrations, the way we're opening up the platform, again, coupled with our AI strategy, I think it's going to be a hit. It's going to be great. But I'm having a
Yeah.
blast. Me as a developer, this is the most fun I've had since I've been at Workday. I've been super lucky to be on all these zero products. So I was
Amazing.
on Extend WCP, went to
Yeah.
Orchestrate, that was a zero product, and now on ASOR. This is super fun. This is a really good time to be a developer for sure.
It's never been better to be a Workday developer. I keep saying that over and over and over again, and it's still true. Joe, when this airs, it will be, let's say, after January 2026.
Oh
So,
yeah,
some big things will have just happened. And to me, they're kind of like, yes, they're in the marketing, but blink and you miss it. Like developers are heads down. Like I was just
yep,
telling somebody, there is no non-mission critical work for
yeah.
developers. Like you may
Mm-hmm.
have hundreds
Mm-hmm.
of integrations, extend apps, things that need fine tuning. What
Yep.
what just happened? Like what just got released? Why is it a big deal? Help break that down.
Huge deal. Yeah. So first is going to be the agent system of record. And the reason I started there is because all agents that anybody builds, so you build as a developer, Workday, any
Mm,
Workday agent that gets built, that all starts with agent system of record,
yeah,
meaning that's where you go to actually discover all of those agents. That's where you go to secure all of those Workday agents and agents that you build. So agents that you build start an agent system of record. You're able to register it, you're able to get credentials, you're able to secure it. Again, when it talks to the Workday ecosystem, or excuse me, the Workday tenant,
yeah,
you're able to secure it again all in one spot. The processes that the Workday built agents use to secure and configure are the same processes and the same tools we give to third-party developers, meaning you guys developers in the ecosystem. So
mm,
it all starts with agent system record. That went live on January 31st. So that's a huge deal because there's a huge underlying framework there to get all that working, to get working with the
yeah,
new flex credit model. It's just a very big push to get all this agentic stuff rolling, and there's a lot that went live on the 31st, but it's only the beginning. That's just the very very first step to get the
yeah,
groundwork laid to get like 30 plus more Workday agents coming out. All these agents that you build in the ecosystem, agent marketplace, our partners in
mm,
agent developer network, our agent partner network, all of these are just getting started, and really January 31st is the start of that whole thing to make it real. And what's interesting also, because we released it on January 31st, we went from nothing in February of 2025. We went from nothing all the way
yep.
to GA in January of 2026. It's moving at light speed, and I think we're doing it the right way is the important thing, making it scalable, looping in third-party developers, not just doing the Workday agents.
Yeah.
You as developers can be able to develop on day one with this technology.
That's amazing. Yeah, not just Lightspeed, but dude, if dare I say, we've gone to Plaid. And if you know what I'm
We've
saying,
gone
you
to
know what I'm
plaid.
saying.
Yeah, we
Gone
are.
to
Yeah,
Plaid.
that's how I
It's a
feel. Yeah,
deep
yeah.
cut. Okay,
My nerves
Plaid.
feel it. My nerves feel. I'll
Yes.
tell you that.
Yeah. I am old Gandalf. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Um,
I am old. Yeah, no.
it's true. So
Ah.
so
Oh.
break it down, break it down. So like something that I knew, but when we were Joe and I were just talking about how we should approach some of our content and experiences at DevCon, right, for the listener, and about, hey, agents are going to be part of everything, but how do we emphasize it, or how do we give it its time to shine?
Mhm.
Something, Joe, that you said to me that I would love for you to double click on is, hey, don't forget that although you're building some of these things in the context of Extend, you don't necessarily need like XYZ SKU to take advantage of this platform,
That's
getting
right.
wildly more powerful. So could you just remind us what
That's
you
right.
mean by that?
Yeah, so Extent is an amazing platform. That is fantastic for building apps directly in Workday. There's a ton, it's insane, ton of AI features. Nick, I think we're doing another podcast on your favorite feature
Yep.
uh, that came out. Yeah, that's Extend is by far and away one of them with the inline AI. So it's absolutely amazing, and there's a ton, there's an absolute insane amount of value there. What you're referring to is you can still build on everything I talked about with the agentic platform, with
Mm-hmm.
the security model being able to interact with things like MCP coming up in the roadmap, Safe Harbor applies.
Yeah.
MCP A to A, same thing, agent to agent communication, but
Mm.
more importantly, out of the gate. So January 31st, if you have UMSA and Flex Credit, I know that's a whole discussion around SKUs, things like that, but
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah.
don't need Extend to actually leverage what is known as our agent gateway, meaning we have a brand new gateway available to you with Flex Credits, available to you that you can
Mm-hmm.
interact with Workday designed in an agentic fashion. So we automatically create the agent system user for you in the background. If you remember, you know ISUs. ISUs, we call it whack-a-mole. It's whack-a-mole security where you got to try to figure out.
Mm.
Now there's great tools out there that can help
Yes.
evaluate quickly.
Now you
I
must
see my
figure
use.
out which
Now
domain
you
is
got to figure
okay.
out
Answer my
whack-a-mole.
riddles
Yep, let's
three.
have
Yeah.
fun.
Yes.
That's why we always leave it for the end. We go in
Yeah.
mode and go la 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 until the
Yeah.
very end. But no, we want to make it super easy. But going back to how can you start on January 31st? Again,
Mm-hmm.
you're able to do this. You're able to do this right out of the box. You're able to create an agent that you build on any platform, whether that's AgentSpace, whether that's Azure, whether that's
Mm.
Copilot, whatever your internal firewalls, be able to have a customer building their own agents directly within their firewall, not really on
Exactly.
like a hyperscaler platform, but they want to control that themselves.
Yep.
Anyway, they're able to do that immediately. So on day one, you're able to actually do this. You don't need the Extend SKU to do that. Extend SKU Extend is again, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It's taken off like a rocket ship. There's a ton of power in there, but looking at it from the agentic perspective, again, we see a lot of customers with their own platforms that they want to control in
Mm-hmm.
terms of in the agentic manner. But the net is we want you to be able to easily connect to Workday, push and pull Workday data in an agentic fashion, in a secure fashion, in a scalable fashion. And again, the things that we're releasing on the 31st allow you to do that.
Amazing. It is wild to think of how much has changed, how much has just been released. Joe, if you were a developer that was
I
not at the
am.
center of this particular, haha, at the
Oh,
center of this particular
gotcha.
onion for like the
Mm-hmm.
last year,
Yeah.
and you've just heard something something AI, and then we've seen like kind of boom and bust cycles in that in the last few years. You have always spoken with such conviction about, oh no, this is real, this is happening. If you were that developer who was like, look, man, I have been heads down working on stuff, and now you're telling me, hey, this stuff's GA, go use it. What would you say to them, or what should they do next? How should they actually like try this out, use this out? Like, if put yourself in that customer's shoes. Like, what should they do?
Yeah, I would say if they're not really using AI. So let's a lot of customers, like you said, they're heads down. They're not playing with AI. I would honestly say that to get some very quick value with AI, if you're an Extend customer, Extend Pro especially,
Mm-hmm.
that's the quickest path to value, I'd say, to actually get in line to use AI, understand how it works, get used to prompting, and then actually embed that in your products with Extend. That is one of the best ways to actually do that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're talking about building something outside of Workday. Let's say in your IT ecosystem, they have agentic governance or something with AI governance, and they're just exploring different platforms to build on.
Yep.
They're exploring different agents that are out there in the marketplace. And again, not related to really Workday, but you as a Workday developer know you have the Workday skills. You have the knowledge on how our APIs work. You have the knowledge on security. You have the knowledge on business processes. So you can bring a lot to the table. You can
Yep.
bring a lot with that Workday knowledge you could bring a lot to that table. So I would say just explore what's going on your IT department, what's going on in your HRIS department, or
Mm.
whatever tech department you have. What are they looking at? What platforms are they looking at? And what's awesome, Nick, and I did this, what's actually awesome about this new agentic world, and I didn't know this until I started joining the team, there's so much free stuff to sandbox and play with out there.
Ooh, yeah.
And not only play with it, but it's easy. It's incredibly easy. That what you can do. It's absolutely insane. So, for example, if you're a Microsoft shop, if you have Copilot, if they can give you access, obviously not pushing to prod, but
Mm.
Copilot Studio, it's a fantastic way to bootstrap something. It's got a wizard to walk you through what your use case is. It's got wizards to actually help. When I'm talking about this agent gateway, easily hook up agent gateway to it. Easily hook up MCP.
Yep.
Another example is Azure. Azure is completely free. You don't even need it. If you know your company's looking at Azure or they have Azure, you can actually set up a free account on Azure and you're able to easily spin up your own agents, no problem. So
Wow.
that's actually my and Google Agent Space. That's another great one. I know AWS has one too, but I haven't had the
Totally.
time to play with that yet. All
There's so
these
much good
platforms,
stuff.
though,
Yeah.
the net is all these platforms make it easy to build agents. Using
Wow.
something like Cursor, Anthropic Cursor, also to actually use your code. So something like Azure with Python, it could be Python based, whatever, Node based. Same
Mm.
thing with Google Agent Space. There's all kinds of these different coding technologies, but again, you can vibe code all that. You can absolutely vibe code all that to make it go quick. Tell it, hey, I want to make an agent that talks to Workday. I know the endpoint. Set up my agent for me. Run it
Yep.
locally. I know there's IT restrictions on computers and such, but again, if you have restrictions, if you're just playing with the technology, you're just playing with the technology, looking at it. You have something like a dev tenant with non-customer data. Just try it. Just try it. The first step is the hardest, is just getting in there and figuring it out. But honestly, the tools have never been better to do that. Ask Gemini. Ask Claude.
Mm.
Ask Claude how to do it. It will walk you through step by step exactly how to do it on whatever platform you're interested in. That's how I did it. That's how I did.
Yeah.
I couldn't spin up any agents, and immediately when I discovered Claude, immediately when I just started asking questions to that Gemini,
Yeah.
immediately I was able to spin up agents faster than I ever thought I could. It's
Yeah.
absolutely insane. So yeah,
See.
I vibe coded. I don't care. It's great. It's
Yeah.
great. I did all
Yeah.
these demos. I did all these
That's the
demos, but
truth.
guess what? But
Yeah.
guess what? It's not good. It's not production grade. But it taught me. It taught me how to do this. And
Uh-huh.
my Workday knowledge, again, bringing that Workday knowledge with OAuth security and
Mm-hmm.
how the APIs work, being able to plug that in with that vibe coded stuff easily.
Yeah.
That really jump started me to learn about agents, how agents work, how to develop agents, and how to, more importantly, how to interact with Workday data, how an agent in an agentic fashion works with Workday.
That is incredible. And I want that shirt now. Like, yeah, I vibe coded. So what? What's it
It's
take?
fine. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's fine.
You can get mad at me all you want, but I made some agents. I
Yeah.
made some really good agents that, again, not great, not great, but again, I was able to interact with Workday using all
Yeah.
our agent gateway and ASOR technology, able to
Mm.
do that in a proper way. Yeah,
Okay. And I
and it
bet
was
you're gonna be
really
able to do
cool.
that. Oh, yeah, yeah. I was gonna
No,
say,
I'm
I
just
bet
saying
you're
it
gonna be able
was.
to do that at DevCon. Wink, wink.
Oh man. Oh yeah, wink wink. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot, a
But
lot, a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff coming out of DevCon as it relates to agentic technology. But what I was gonna say, it
yeah.
was super cool seeing Workday data.
Mm-hmm.
The typically what I did in Studio back in the day would
Yes.
orchestrate, and even in Extend, being able to code all that projects in there, being able to do that and just give that information to a
Mm.
model on how to actually connect and what I want back in
Yeah.
natural language. Tell it what you want, and it'll
So
come
cool.
back in an agentic fashion. But yes, doing a DevCon, yes, absolutely. I knock on wood, I hope it's going to be Agent Con. I hope there's agents flying around everywhere
Yeah.
with the hackathon,
Jetpacks.
especially.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we are going to have some incredibly cool stuff that we are going to release. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
hackers get to
That,
play with. Hackers get to play with. That's the
yes.
important.
Now you gotta be there. This is gonna be the first big Workday event where you can build with this technology together. We have super duper awesome kind of secret things as of now that we are excited to let you try first to premiere at DevCon. You gotta be there to get it. I wanted to ask a couple tactical things. So when
Yeah.
you're talking about, hey man, go try it, some features that we've released in the past, like you got to sign a thing
Mhm.
in your prod tenant or maybe your impl tenant. Like I think orchestrate, you could sign an impl to get that. Like how easy is it to just get started with agent system of record and the new agent tooling in your tenant now that it's GA.
Yeah, so again, it goes back to the new flex credit model. A lot of
Yeah.
it's tied to that because that's going to monitor,
So you
traffic going
need the
back and
new
forth.
MSA, the universal MSA,
You need the
right?
new MSA, and you
Okay.
also need the flex credit agreement. That's
Okay.
that's really where a lot of the other platforms are going, is more the
Yeah.
credit based consumption. So I think we're in a good spot with that. But yeah, I think once those barriers are down, it is insane. It is
You can just
insanely
run.
easy to
Yep.
start. You can just go. You can just go. Again, the walkthrough of going from creating your own agent in Agent Sister Record via an
Mhm.
API. We have it on GitHub, actually. I don't know if you could post that with the podcast.
Oh yeah. Show
It's
notes.
open. Open. Yep, it's open on GitHub on what that
Amazing.
specification looks like to put in an agent. Once you put in the agent, literally you're clicking Workday skills to turn on, who
Wow.
has access to it, and when you hit activate go, it's going to create a new user type for you that's
Mhm.
constrained to whatever you configure. So again, goes back to the whack-a-mole ISU. It's great, it's secure, but
Yeah.
we're streamlining that now. So
So cool.
instead of going, hunting through on what you actually need for security, it automatically
Yep.
gets created for you. So that
Wow.
whole off piece is really really slick and
Yeah.
super
Can
excited
you
to actually
in
plug that
fact, can
in.
you like say that again? Because I think people that have been around longer than a month have some deep-seated understanding and preconceived notions of what it means to change something with security in Workday, what it means
Yep.
to activate new feature. Like this is, for
Mm-hmm.
better or worse, not a trivial thing traditionally. And I'm hearing you
Traditionally.
say it is a new Workday. Emma would be so happy that I just said that out loud, right? So like just say it
Huh.
again if you would, especially the auth stuff. That is always like super duper duper duper, shall we say, complex
It
to
is
activate
complex.
and use. So, and you used to be the auth FRA. I remember that. That was a
Oh, I
good time
was.
back in the
That's
day.
right.
I was
I
asking you all
was.
good questions about
That was a
authentication
good time.
policies, SAML SSO,
Yeah.
step up. Man,
Step up off. Yeah.
that
Yep.
was the
I
new
remember that.
hotness once upon a
That
time.
was. That
But
was.
but
Yeah.
help me understand, because I still in my body feel the like, okay, I gotta configure these policies and I gotta do that thingy and then I gotta do that thingy and I
Yep.
gotta route it
And
by
it makes your
17
eyes
different
twitch.
people.
Makes your
Yeah.
eyes twitch.
So
Yep.
so
That's
say it
actually why
again.
I'm bald, Nick. That's actually how I became bald
Man.
was dealing with that. No, I know we're taking some jabs at off here, but again, with the way the Workday security works, it makes sense, right? You want it to be as secure as possible.
Totally. Absolutely.
Least privilege
Zero trust.
authorization. Yep, exactly. So it makes sense, but again, in the agentic fashion, we want to take that ISU type security and bring that to agents in a more streamlined fashion. So again,
Yeah.
the OAuth dance on how it connects to the system with API clients, that's done
Hmm.
automatically. It creates a client for you specifically for that user. So
Dude,
don't need to worry
dancing
about
in the
that.
streets.
Don't need to register. Don't even need to
People have
register.
paused. They're
Automatically
not
done.
listening anymore. They need to take a dance break.
Automatically done. Automatically
That's
done. And
wild.
and and man, what's crazy to me again, you when you register your agent, you're telling it exactly what APIs you're going to use.
Yeah.
So, oh, we have some secret roadmap stuff we are actively looking at where
Okay.
you don't even need to know what
Safe harbor.
API you want to use, and we're just going to let you sandbox and play with all of the APIs, and then you can go back later and you can see which APIs you used and how to secure
Hmm.
those with the HSIS record. So anyway, what I'm getting at is we really want to lower that barrier of entry. We
Yeah.
really want to make it easy to
Totally
connect
different. Wow.
to Workday. Yeah, and again, it's automatically configured for you. You tell it what you need. You tell it the APIs you need, and then let Agent Sister Record do all the hard work, and then
Hmm.
constrain that. You don't even need to worry about the user. The only thing you care about the user is the credential part. You don't need to manage a user. You don't need to manage a security group.
It's
All done
breaking my
for you.
brain, Joe. Like
Creates it all for you.
breaking my brain. I'm
Yeah,
so
it's
used to
crazy times.
the old ways.
Yeah.
And so
Man, when
it's
that
cool.
when that first worked, yeah, when that first worked, it was in tight collaboration with the SecProd team. When
Yeah.
that first worked, I was gonna cry.
Shout out
I was gonna
Regan.
cry. I'm like, we've been doing
Yeah.
this for decades, and it's this
Decades.
is it. It's great.
Yes.
But what's nice is the system that's set up here, the way we're doing it is still right in line with Workday security.
Yeah. Enterprise grade
It's
security.
still respecting all of the security, all the auth, and again, it's all managed in one spot, which is nice. I'm getting super
Yeah.
excited, Nick.
Uh,
It's just fun. It's fun stuff.
Understatement of the century. That is very, very nice. And that's just a taste, right? We got so
Oh
many
yeah.
other things coming. That's wild. I'm so glad we parked there for a second because like I can literally feel it in my nervous system what
I
it's
could
like to
tell. Yeah.
set up that
Is
stuff.
that the Celsius or
Yeah.
is that the
Yeah, it's the
oh,
Celsius and the trauma. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh shared trauma?
So good.
Shared trauma.
Oh man. Okay, so that all has come out. Incredibly
Yeah.
exciting stuff. Are there resources? Like how should I go and
Yeah.
learn stuff? We just had you on the developer program update call. You gave a fantastic overview. Seeing it helped a ton because I've heard you talk about these in like the dark corner where you and Dean and Mohan are building all these things, but
Yeah.
seeing it
Yeah.
in the daylight was like mind-boggling. So where else can I go if I'm a developer just learning to build with this stuff? How do I see it in action?
Yeah, absolutely. So January 31st, we have released a number of things. There will be a what the old what's new. I believe it's called feature release now.
You're right.
So the
Nailed it.
video should be published. We'll have documentation on it. The admin guide, that's going to be big. The admin guide
Yes.
is the step-by-step flow on how to actually do everything.
Mm-hmm.
So watch that video on the what's new. That's the high level stuff. Then go to the admin guide. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is where you see, okay, this is exactly what domains I need. This is exactly how I configure ASOR. This is
Mm-hmm.
exactly how I register an agent. This is how I leverage Agent Gateway. This is
Yep.
end-to-end process. So the admin guide is going to be a fantastic tool. Our doc team did an amazing job putting that together. Next level, we actually have a next level series that came
Wow.
out on the 26th, and then strategy roadmap. So I'll be updating the strategy roadmap. We'll have a new section for
Mm.
Agent System of Record. Right now, it's going to be Agent System of Record, but we're actually going to expand that. It's going to be called the AI platform because we have a lot of stuff in the
Mm.
AI platform on how our agents run.
Yes.
Some of those core AI features that are in there, so it will eventually morph into the AI platform story and the
Yep.
AI platform roadmap, so you can see everything in one spot. But yeah, strategy roadmap's going to be on there. Workday.com. Workday.com has a ton of information. They're publishing a lot. We have a new community page that's going to be out there. We're going to have an
Nice.
FAQ doc and as well as blog posts coming from Dean soon as well. So again, we're going to be
Heck yeah.
blotting out the sun essentially. We're going to have all the great enablement material that you're used to. We're
Yes.
worked hard to get that out there. But yeah, again, we are excited about this. And the reason we've been in a dark corner, Nick, I can justify that.
Yeah.
We are kind of a
I say it in
small and
love.
scrappy team, and we're
Yeah.
trying to get it out the door. We know the speed of the market. We know customers are wanting this, so we've been heads down, really making the product.
Yeah. Yeah. No, mad respect for sure. And I'm so excited to take it out of that dark corner and share it with the world. You know that DevRel's got your back as well with video,
Absolutely.
blogs. We have so many calls coming up that we could feature this on as well. I'm sure this won't be the last time we have you on talking about this. We haven't even talked about like self-service agent or any of this other
Oh yeah,
goodness. I mean, it's
yeah.
truly wild times.
It is. It is. It is. You brought up a good point, man. The self-service agent, that's also going to go GA. What's crazy about that, that's absolutely amazing, that there's going to be one-click enablement for that. Meaning, if you have the right SKUs, there's one-click enablement to turn on that agent
Wow.
to get you off and running. I
Wow.
believe Sana Core is going to be a part of that as well. Meaning the self-service
Juicy.
that you can
Yeah.
launch Sana, being able to directly interact with Workday self-service agent and Sana. So again, the January 31st day, not only a big day for the platform, but a big day for
Mm.
customers as well, because all of
Yeah.
this stuff we've been cooking over the past year and a half, plus all of our services we've had over the years, it's all coming to a head. It's all going to be real on January 31st. It is real as of January 31st.
Yes. The future is now. The future is yesterday.
Future
It's
is
a couple weeks
yesterday.
ago.
Yeah,
Yes. You
yeah.
heard it here first.
Very real, very exciting.
So cool. Have you seen Galaxy Quest ever? Remember that one?
Oh my God, are you serious, dude? That's one
Yeah.
of my favorite movies. I
That's all
love
I
that.
keep thinking about when you say
Alan
that.
Rickman is
When he
just
when he tells Justin Long or whatever, and he's like, "It's all real." I knew it. You know,
I
like
knew it.
I knew it. Ah! That's all I keep thinking. It's all real, and it's here. It's incredible. I mean, you know me. I like to tell it like it is, especially on this podcast. And to see these things happen this quickly and be this seamless is nuts. It is great.
Yeah,
You've heard
yeah.
me talk about on the show opening up the dev program, having an open
Hmm.
platform, having Workday build. There is so much we're doing in our dark corners to make
Oh
that a
yeah,
reality on time. I
yeah.
really can't imagine a more like exciting time to be in the thick of this as a Workday developer since like the Extend days, certainly like the WCP
Yeah.
Extend
Hmm.
epoch. And before that, who knows? Like the very, very early integration platform days, like, hey, welcome Doug Lee to the party kind of days. Welcome Dean, you know? Like there's these
Yeah.
huge like
Yeah.
moments, and I can feel that we're in it right now. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to
This is
savor
one of
every
those
moment,
moments for sure.
but
This is one of
also
those
know that
moments. Yeah.
we got a hell of a year ahead of us. So, Joe, I want to thank you for being on. We could talk for another half hour, and we should sometime. Um,
Yeah,
any
absolutely.
any last things that you want to mention, or maybe something really awesome that you've learned or been thinking about recently that you think that developers listening should know?
Yeah, I go back to it. If you're even remotely interested in this, I highly encourage you just to try. Just try. Just go to Gemini, say, here's my idea, what do I need to do to get started? You will
Wow.
be shocked how quick you can bootstrap yourself and how quick you can create something in an agentic fashion. But yeah, just take a couple minutes, talk to Gemini, talk to Claude. Just you will be absolutely amazed. So I would encourage that as parting words. If you're remotely interested in this as a developer, this is nerd city. This is amazing. I loved being able to start out and loved how quickly I learned all of this stuff
Mm,
just by doing it. And we as
yeah.
developers, we're hands on. We are hands on.
How we
This
learn.
is the stuff we like. We are creative. This is the stuff we do, right? We like to create. We like to see it work. So
Mm,
coming back to it, don't be intimidated. Just go for it. Just
go
go
for it.
for it. Start talking to it. Download free tools and start having fun. I would say because that's certainly what I did.
I love it. Joe, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Thank you all for listening from afar, watching on YouTube. This has been Dev Talk. Follow us on workday.com/podcast or wherever fabulous podcasts may be found. This will not be the last time you hear from Nick and Joe. We hope to see you very soon at DevCon 2026. It's going to be a heck of a year, folks. We are thankful you are here with us. Have a good one.
Thanks.